So it's been an absolute crazy day. I technically took the day off to try and do odd bits and took the bike in to have new tyres because it needed new tyres. Me and Kaylee have sorted that all out at the farm, and we are on our way home, and we got a call from Simon to say that he was out in the field, why don't we stop in? So we've just pulled up, we've found a tractor, but it's not the tractor we're looking for. So hopefully in a minute there'll be a tractor that comes overhead in a minute. But we'll just stand with this one for a bit. Here he comes. Here comes Daddy. Can you see him?
No. I'm cold.
Are you cold? We'll jump in a minute, it'll be warmer. So this afternoon didn't quite go to plan. I thought I had a Dutchie meeting. Turns out I had the wrong date, but that's not too bad. So rather than setting up for my meeting, I came over to finish my wall. Now I pretty much got to the top of the water trough, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4 layers before. It's taken me this long to get back to it. I'll try and put a picture on here of what it was before. And so I've done the 3 layers on the top. Obviously it's not very pretty by the post, I've had to fill it in. I've ran out of cement now, so I'm not going to make any more up to do that. I've got to do a little bit more work on the outside, fill in some gaps, make it neater and things. So it's not the prettiest of wall, but we did reuse the blocks that were originally there, some of them anyway, as best we could. Obviously we're left with a fair bit else. So yeah, that is at least at the end finished. So just a quick one. Me and Dad decided that we were going to look into something to put on the back of the bikes to help with the dogs. On the bike, I bit the bullet and bought a mat, and we cut it the other day. So at the minute we've just got it tied on with string, and yes, I'm not wearing any wellies. I walked down in the river and I didn't want to stand on the bike with my wet wellies. So we've tied it on with string. Literally just to the bar. Oh, you can't even see Dad's tied it that tight. Hopefully this will stop any of the dogs catching their feet. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll let you know when we start gathering again and we've got the dog. I'll try and show it in use. It is literally just a foam or rubber matting that I bought from Moorland. And we just literally measured it, cut it, and that it is a little bit too wide for the bike, so we did have to cut it on the edge. But yeah, I will keep you posted and let you know how it goes. So this is where I took the photo from originally. The bike was parked just here, and we've managed to get all the way down there. You know, it has been an extreme help having Dad with some muscles. We've got choppers that are large choppers for cutting fairly thick branches that has like a jaw mechanism, which makes it ideal for cutting because doesn't mean you have to put your full strength in it. But the downside is it does make them heavy. Obviously Dad with a bit more muscle can do it. Dad's now, since we've done this bit, he's come down and tried to have as much of a swipe in over the hedge. That's actually cleared a really good little sward down that side. The other side of the hedge there's a gully where the water runs. So he obviously can't get to there. He can just about do the top when he's in here, but he can't do the sides because it's just too narrow and the trimmer doesn't sit back in behind him. But yeah, so in a minute I'm going to have Dad help me get down the lane because I can't back down over the first bit. The water has washed it away and I can't seem to get the trailer in without tipping it over. So when Dad comes round, he's gonna just help me get it in, and then I'll back it down, and we will load up all this. All this here is already cut, so I'll load all that up, and then hopefully get a couple foot further down, and then yeah, you know, we'll try and get as much of this out so that Dad can get down through here and do the other side. Once we get so far down, it widens again and Dad can trim the side again, so it's literally just this little narrow bit. But obviously, as it's not used anymore, it just stays like this. We have talked about letting the lambs run through here to eat it down and keep it down, but because of all the brambles that get grown out through here, it's probably not quite a good idea. It is Tuesday morning. We got back yesterday early evening, just after 5:30, back to the farm. Dad is off to Goosey Fair cattle today at Tavistock, so we're just heading over to Corndon to load them. Dad is behind me with the lorry. Only found out that we were off to market this morning by my partner, because he's been out this weekend pony gathering. So I will try and get that a bit of a video all up to date. It will be video footage from everyone else that was there, because obviously we were away, and I will try and get that all together for you. But right now we're going to get these cows loaded so that Dad can get on to Tavi. Sorry, dust up my nose. quite amazing. told me that he dropped the bucket up over that ridge somewhere last time because they were all around the stones, but I see nothing around the stones. So I've dropped my bucket here. So this is a pre-calving bucket. It's hopefully going to give these cows all the minerals and vitamins and all those kind of things that they need to help them get in calf, and then also to give the calf everything it needs whilst growing. So, and as you can see, they do love them. We've got a couple more here just come out the dip. But I haven't got a bull here yet at the minute, so I'm thinking that he's probably just up over. So I'm going to go on and see if I can find any others that are going to come and join us. So I've just come out over, I'm just stood or parked in a little bunch of cows, and you can see I've got another bunch walking across to me. At the minute I haven't actually seen any ponies, which is really surprising because normally they sit over this way amongst the stone circles, and just for reference, the stone circles are over that way, literally up that path. So yeah, I haven't seen any of them yet. In fact, I can't actually confirm yet if I've got a bull in this group, but if we zoom in, right on the top of that skyline, you can just about see some little black dots. They are cows. There is also some more, if I can get them, along the skyline there that run down the wall. So we still have got a bunch of cattle that are up in the steep. Obviously I can't get up there with this one. I don't really like going up there with the bike anyway. So, but technically the only way to actually get up to those cows would be to drive up here on the left, right in that gully, drive up there, past them, and then keep on the very, very top. But most of the time we don't have to do that. But yes, there's a big bunch of cattle up there. So I'm just driving past another little group of cows, and whilst I do, I can now see, hopefully, if it's not too, just over there in that steep, there is more cows. So they literally, there is a massive bunch up over. You can't quite, it doesn't, my camera does not do it justice. There is loads just up over all that steep and all right on that side of that hill, all in that bank amongst those stones. There's a really big bunch of cattle. At the moment I still haven't seen any more ponies out here. I'm thinking the ponies will be out further here around the corner. But for cows, there is a lot out. So, like I said, just as we've now come around the corner, there's a bunch of ponies just here. So nice to know that they aren't very far for gathering. I believe we're going to try and pick them up tomorrow. Shows how quiet they are when you're not bothered and they know you're not going to touch them. The ponies will let you literally walk or drive up past them. So you can just about see on the left hand side we have a coloured black and white stallion. This is Jack. His full name is Jack Daniels. He's like a cob cross. He does not look like a cob cross now. I'll see if I can find a picture of him when he was younger, or I should say fatter. He is looking like such a pretty boy right now. So obviously these are the mares that we've tagged him up with. Might be able to actually. Little Red. Hi Gray. How are you both doing? We're all still in one piece. Good girls. Hey. I haven't brought you anything, I'm sorry. So these are two of the cows that we're coming here to check. There's a little bunch just below us of our yearlings. And there's a few more just out over. You can just about see her head, and I believe that's 1804, so we'll go see her. 1904. So there's a funny story with this cow here. So I can also swear to you that she was way more wild than this. So many years ago she got out of the new take into next door's new take, and me and Becca had to go and get her back, and she had a calf-led foot. And needless to say, there wasn't very much getting off the bike, because if you got off the bike, she would have you. She has since that quietened down a lot. Like, you could get out and walk around her. She's doing a lot better, but we always remember her. Always remember her. So this is another big bunch of our cows that are out here. Probably see just across the way, just below some of the bracken and stuff, there is about 4 or 5 cows, I would think they are. They might not be ours, they might be someone else's, and considering on how big of a group I've got here, I'm thinking that this is all of ours here today, which is really nice to see everyone actually behaving. So we'll just drive round, and we've got to drive past this guy. Look at this little dude. Hiya. So fluffy. And this must be Mum. That calf and this cow, they're not ours. Although she looks so pretty. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her. Hi, Blue. So I got, hi, girly. Nice to see you all around. You can just see just down there, that's another bunch of Mortses. I'm amazed actually how close these girls all are together, and yet they aren't very mixed, which is lovely.